Hello, Michael. How's it going? I'm just going to wait for a few other people to come into the room, getting all set up, if you know what I mean, for the video. Got 14 people in the room now. Wow. So it really disappoints me, and this is the reason I started my Patreon channel. There's certain subjects I'm not allowed to talk on YouTube about. They have algorithms that can listen now to the conversation and ban the videos. And this today is one of those conversations. This conversation is about firearms. And I can change the title. No matter how I change the title, I can change it to home defense, firearms, guns, self-protection, whatever I name it, it'll ban the video. So I wanted to do it via a live stream. Chances are after the live stream, they'll take it down, but I'm going to then post a more formal video on Patreon. I'm not trying to get you guys to join. I will post the video for free. At least there I feel a little bit more confident that it won't be taken down. Before we go there, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I really would appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up and always leave a comment. I try to answer all comments. So silver, I'm really impressed with silver right now. Obviously, the market's closed. The U.S. market is closed. It closed at 1805 for silver. Who said silver's not going up? The world market now is opened, and it's up to 1809. So in the world market, the Asian, European markets, it's up 4 more cents. So that's pretty good. Let's take a look at the crypto market really quick. So, boy, there was a serious rally today in the crypto markets. Bitcoin, $9,640. Wow. Ethereum's also up by about 0.76%. I think yesterday was what, 240? It's now 244. Let's see what else. Litecoin is up a little bit. Yesterday it was 43 and change. Who's counting? Now it's 44 and change. So it's up a good $1. And my two favorites. So my two favorites are Digibyte and Theta. I think I tell you this over and over. Right now, Digibyte, it's actually down, as I suspected. It's down to 2 cents. It was yesterday, I think, 2.2 cents. So it's down. It's down by 2.61%. I'm hoping it goes into the teens. That's when I'm going to buy. And Theta. Now, Theta moves up in the ranking. It was like 46, 47. Now it's all the way up to 49th in line. It's up. It was what? At the beginning of this week, I think it was right around 22 cents. It is now 26 cents. And it's still climbing. So technically, it's up by 7.36. I'm hoping for a pullback. I'm definitely wanting more Theta and Digibyte, but I'm not going to buy on the rise. So let's get back to the subject at hand. It's going to be about home defense. Now, you asked 10, and men are guilty of this. This ain't going to be about I'm not going to get into you ask 10 guys and you can get 10 responses. So and mostly lately, I'm getting a lot of questions due to the fact of what's going on in our country nowadays. All the rioting, the protesters, government backing the rioters and protesters. And we see the mass quantities. We see them in the thousands on the news, rioting, burning down buildings and whatnot. And I've always said this for the last couple of months. When there's no more statues to be torn down, and when all the stores are robbed and then burnt to the ground, they will be coming into the neighborhoods. You mark my words. And I think people are waking up to that. Now, I want you to imagine something, please. The crowds that we saw on television, thousands by the thousands coming into your neighborhood, a neighborhood that might only have 100 homes in it. Can you imagine the slaughter that would happen? The overwhelming ease in which they would be able to take over your neighborhood. And I think a lot of people are waking up to this fact. And unfortunately, many people who are questioning don't own a gun yet. And they're emailing me what should be their first, there's a keyword first, home protection, second keyword, gun that they should buy. What should be my first gun I should buy for home protection is normally the question I get asked, I'm sorry. And again, you ask 10 guys and they're going to give you all kinds of, because you got a lot of guys sitting in their mommy's basement and they'll suggest, you know, freaking sophisticated weapon systems with equally expensive optics. No, we're talking to somebody who's already mentioned this will be their first weapon, lack of training, needs to be easy to use, easy to aim. It's almost got to be dummy proof, and that's going to be the shotgun. I want this is my opinion, this is a shotgun that I'm recommending. And the next question I always get is, well, what brand? And brands are not that important. Mossberg or Remington are two equally great brands. I got a Remington 870. I think I got it for under $400. I'm not kidding. It was in the mid threes. So they can be had. And the next question is what style? Again, home defense, you shouldn't be concerned about style, but I always recommend them get the shortest barrel that their state legally, keyword, legally sells and that you're legally allowed to own. The shortest barrel legally. And a lot of people come back and say, no, with a longer barrel, I can get a tighter grouping. I can reach out. Yeah, you reach out too far. It's called murder. It's not home defense any longer. It's murder. In addition, let's just hypothetically say it was not murder. You have to take, under pressure, time to aim. You don't have time to aim a lot of times. Your target will normally be within 10 feet. If they're with a knife, I would imagine I can only give you the numbers, the stats from my state. With a knife, I think 10 feet is adequate enough to shoot them, because then they can be on you in seconds. Now, with a longer barrel, again, you're going to have to wheel that long barrel around, and that could be very awkward. In addition, you will need to do a little bit more aiming because the grouping is tighter. Again, under pressure, you might not have the time and you might completely miss. I say the shortest barrel because you'll have a little bit disbursement in your pellets, meaning if I was attacking you with a knife and I'm 10 feet away running towards you, in a speedy moment, in a hasty moment, you can shoot at me, accidentally shoot at my side, my shoulder, somewhere here, and you're almost guaranteed, because of the disbursement, get pellets in my chest and face. Now, granted, it might not be the ultimate kill shot, but I guarantee you, I will stop. And if I don't fall down, I'll run away. That is why I choose a short barrel weapon. Again, many people are going to suggest, well, you should get this Beretta, and you get and then you get the sniper rifle with the Leopold illuminated reticle, and again, if you're trained, more power to you. But as a home defense weapon, ease of use. The person new to the weapon, all I need to do is take it out into the woods, shoot it a half a dozen times, and they mastered the weapon. Now it's just muscle memory and practice. And you'll get better at shooting from the hip. See, with a short barrel shotgun, you do not have to take the time and aim, and you don't have to take the time. You don't even need to, really in theory, you don't even need to bring the damn thing to your shoulder. I could take that 12 gauge and hold it without any support of my body and freely shoot it. So if I had to swing it around, I can freely shoot it. And muscle memory will take over the aiming. And even if I miss aim, I'm still guaranteed to hit some of that pattern on my target. And that's why I choose a shotgun for new home defense users. How is everybody doing? Again, this video will probably be taken down. Just the fact that I mentioned gun, shotgun, home defense. So I'm going to post this. I'm going to post an actually more formal. This won't be this live stream video. It'll be a video I recorded on my way home. And I'm going to post it on Patreon. Again, it'll be free to all. Yes, you can buy a handgun, but again, you're going to need time. You brandish that weapon too early, you could be arrested. In the state of Arizona, you can't just brandish a weapon in the effort to threaten your assailant if they're too far away. They have to be virtually on top of you. Now, unless you're trained very well and had lots of practice, good luck. We're talking new users. That's the key, new users. It could be your wife. Need something just to swing around and not even worry about aiming. I'm not saying if I'm here, shoot 10 feet over and you're going to hit your target. No, but you can be off a little bit with a shorter barrel shotgun is what I'm saying. The legal is what I'm trying to say. Whatever is the shortest legally allowed to own in your state. That's all I'm saying. That's correct. If you pull it, you better freaking use it because then they could charge you. And that in this state of Arizona, just brandishing is considered an assault. Yeah. If you brandish a weapon in the effort to threaten somebody, it's considered an assault in this state. You pull it, you better use it. Again, you ask 20 people, you're going to get 21 opinions. You know, I'm Army, and I would never freaking use an AR in a neighborhood. Key, in a neighborhood with surrounding homes. Would never use an AR. Too much penetrating power through the drywall and everything. Their homes are made of drywall. Oh, hell no. AR, no. I'm sorry. No. 356, what is it? From my training, 3,556 meters per, I forget. Those are the numbers we're talking about. That you're talking some serious distance with that. It may not be a mile, but in a neighborhood, that is far too long of a shot if you accidentally miss. And chances are it's going to go through them anyway and it's going to go into a house. My opinion. God, I got this inner ear itch. Let me say hello to a few people. Michael, I'm starting at the top. Michael Parkhurst. And by the way, this is going to be a really quick video. I'll probably only be on for another 5 minutes. Michael Parkhurst, thank you. Pumpkin Face, hello. Wes, Jessica Martinez, hello. Yeah, shotgun. You could just spend $400, and that's probably more than you need. Remington or Mossberg equally. Mossberg 500 or the Remington 870, I think. Navy CB, thank you so much for being here. I almost came back out to Magoo, Point Magoo Navy base again for some testing. I would have stayed. I would have been right around. I would have had some testing at Wainimi and Magoo actually. There on the Navy base. Nick, hello, and Numismat and XCO, I guess 781. Hello. Hey, bro, love your show. You are the man. That's G Majors. Thank you. You have to use code words. Exactly. I have to use code words, but the code, what code word can I use for, hey, this is a firearm video? You know, and it's important that you title your video, I hate to say it, to attract viewers. I mean, I'm not saying use clickbait, but it needs to attract a viewer. It shouldn't be clickbait. So if you can't use code words, you know, you're screwed. Edgewater, thank you so much. Jessica, again, thank you. Yeah, not only code words in your title of your video, but the description of the video and your keywords. Keywords help you attract viewers. So it's kind of like building a web page every time I post a video. The broad range of topics you cover are part of the appeal of your channel by Navy CB. Thank you so much. Lead propulsion devices. I kind of like that, Biff. I like that a lot. Dave Plouffe. Finally, a catchy live stream. Okay. G Majors, what's your favorite type of silver? Rounds, junk, or bars? I have to say, that's a tough question because I love bars, but I also love I love Eagles and I love like the Privateer series with all the pirates in them. There's so many I love. I love the Queen's Beast, so it's kind of hard. I can't stand 1 ounce bars. It's not that I can't stand them. I have hundreds of them. Honest to God. Hold on a second. Do I still have some here? I have them coming out of my butt. I got so many bars. I can't, I don't, it's not like if I have another bar, I'm going to slit my wrist. I don't want, but 1 ounce bars is the last thing I'll buy anymore because I got so many, they got boring. I love 10 ounce bars. They're my favorite size increment. I love the Sunshine Mint bars, those 10 ounce bars. They're just gorgeous. I've shown them many times on this YouTube channel, but I love various coins. And at first I was a snob. Oh, it's only Silver Eagles for me, and it's only Maple Leafs. I was a snob. What did I know? You know, I started stacking in 2008. Now I come to love some of the rounds, generic rounds, because to me they're works of art. I mean, you take a look at some of the Queen's Beast. You take a look at the Privateer series with the various pirate art on it, and there's so many other series I just love. I was seeing if I have one of them up there, but I don't. Those are Eagles and whatnot. So I just come to love some of the generic rounds that are coming out, especially those high relief ones where there's so much detail in it. Just love them. So it's hard. Good, great question though. Sorry if I spoke too long on that. I try to move along. Just buy the stuff. I told DGB, good call, my friend. I hold DGB, good call, my friend. You're welcome. I believe the price will be coming down. Be prepared to buy more. And I only believe it's going to come down 3 or 4 cents, but still 3 or 4 cents. If you spend $100, that's still going to make a difference. It's going to make a lot of difference. CP looking into holding vet 2. Okay. Thank you so much. Good evening, God bless by Chris Dennison. Who else is here? Say hello to some new people. John, Big John, live say. Glad to see silver over 18. Maybe it'll stay for a while. I'm hoping. You know, it's kind of like you root for something. You want to see if they're capable of doing it. A lot of times athletes or even shooters, when we go practice, you want to see their capability. And that's why I love it when silver does spike up. I say, all right, it does have the ability to get to 18. It does have the ability to get to 19. I was worried when it was sitting there for years under 14, but I could see it has the ability. Now go back down so I can buy more. That's my mythology. You know, I want to see that it's ability to do something. That way I don't feel so, I don't know, hopeless when buying more. I'm hoping not only to retain my wealth, but gosh, if I can make a few bucks on silver when it's time for me to retire, oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And the same thing with cryptos. You know, when Theta jumped up to 67 cents and its resting point, bottom line resting point was 13 cents, it showed me it does have the ability to move. Everybody's theory of this is correct. Now I wish it would drop again to 13 cents so I can load the boat. That's my my way of thinking, I guess. So Cauldron 2091, can't go wrong with a shotgun for home protection, especially ease of use. Especially of ease of use. Felonious Bitcoin, they won't be coming to the homes of people that know how to manufacture explosives. Well, the key is manufacture explosives, but you got to keep it on the hush hush, kind of lay it out in your yard. You know what I mean? You know, an accidental trigger, you know, Felonious, by the way, if you folks have not taken a look at Felonious Bitcoin, he does have a wonderful YouTube channel. And I'm not just saying that. Really great guy. Little Red Pony, thank you so much. So yes, I got a CCW, but in the state of Arizona, you do not need a concealed weapon permit. But with the CCW, I still prefer to get the CCW because it gives me reciprocity. How do you say the word? I can't even say it. Reciprocity. I'm allowed to travel in 5 other states. Reciprocity. All right, now I know I sound like a retard. There's certain things I just can't say. Remember, like the kids, we used to say biscotti when it was spaghetti? At least you know I can say spaghetti. But with a CCW, it allows me to go into 5 surrounding states with my gun concealed, is what I'm trying to say. Without the CCW permit, I can carry it concealed, opened in Arizona. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. In Arizona, I can legally carry it open or concealed in Arizona without a CCW. With a CCW, there's 5 surrounding states that I'm allowed to go into, is what I meant to say. So, okay, I'm bored, raised, and still unfortunately live in the communist Chicago, and I had Antifa and BLM march down my street on the north side, and I was watching with binoculars and a rifle near. I'm sorry to hear that. And I want to just add to that, Steve K. I really wish all the police would quit temporarily. I'm not one of those people that want police to go away. I want people to learn. And the only way you can learn is learn from your mistakes. I want these freaking snowflakes to learn. And when they get accosted and when they see their sons and daughters accosted in front of them as they're tied up, oh, not only will they come back strong for the police in support, but then they will have a new appreciation of the First and Second Amendment, all these snowflakes. Police, if you're there, I beg of you, call in sick. Show them, teach them. Silver Wolverine, screw them wackos on the left. Thank you so much, Off Grid Power. Just got here. Home defense is what we are talking about. And we were. You're going to have to revert, start from the video all over again, but we were, definitely. Edgewater heating and Felonious, or a muzzle loader with gunpowder and ball bearings. Oh, yeah, that ought to be interesting. Kung Fu fighting. Adrian Branham. Mossberg Shotwave 2012. Christian D. Edgewater. I doubt most people are carry a 10 measure, see how far a criminal is before shooting. You better. I say that jokingly. In the state of Arizona, you shoot somebody and they're too far away where they were not a threat, murder. So I'm not expecting you to carry a tape measure and go out there, hold on, assailant, stay still, I need to measure you. I'm not being stupid. You need to have common sense when shooting, and you need to be alert, because you shoot somebody far away, it's not defense anymore, it's offense. That's murder. You know, one thing I would love to be able to afford is night vision. I really would. Even a second generation cheap second generation night vision. We'd love to own a pair. And if you guys can afford it, I recommend you doing that as well. So let's see. Mrs. Jess Hurst, thank you so much. And Lord Humongous, Megan. Chris Graffs 101. He was in Trump was in Phoenix today. Brent Brumley, my shop dealer is charging higher premiums for the 2020 Eagle. Is that normal? Where's my guy making an extra buck? You know, I sometimes find that the 2020s or the current year normally go for a slightly high premium. But don't sweat it. Just get a 19, get an 18. It's all silver, dude. You know, don't even sweat it. And if he is charging an extra premium, what is it? Another 50 cents? If you really want a 2020, what's 50 cents? But I understand if you're buying in volume, you don't want to pay. Let's see. Who else is here? Lord Humongous has said hello. Gosh, I think Eddie D, how you do? Eddie D, thank you so much. And Beat Detective, would you sell your silver if it hits $25 spot? No. I really believe in my heart, by the time it takes me to retire, I'm thinking we will see much higher than $25. I'm thinking 3 digits. 25 ain't squat. FTRA, thank you so much. 2 arrows. Sorry, Humongous, my brother. People buy DOG. I heard they do. I heard people say that. They love DOG. Looking currency, off-grid power. Yeah. Okay, Nick and Jay Bird, thank you so much. Do you think the Robinhood app is good for investing? Never heard of Robinhood app. Dave Plouffe agreed 25 is nothing. 50 would be what I expect several times before we retire. No one, yeah, I mean, you got to realize this. What was it, 2008? It went to $40. It showed me it could. Now I know there was some rigging in the market. However, like an athlete, it showed me it could get to $40. Why would I sell at 25? I'm guaranteeing you, at a minimum, we're going to see $40 again in our life. At a minimum, because it's done it already once. There's my logic, and I'm sticking to it. Alex Crypto, I hope you got food stocked up for your dog. Don't forget your boy. I do. And did you see my food prepper videos? I do have food prepping videos. What's your opinion on JQ? Never heard of JQ. I heard of Q, if that's what you're meaning. And if you're talking about Q or QAnon, I'm up in the air about it. You know, they say XYZ happens and something close to it happens, and it's very vague. So I don't like to, we'll see. Anyway, folks, I got to run. JQ, still haven't heard of JQ. Never heard of it. I apologize. These Winging Richard. Anyway, I got to run, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will post this video also, or the more formal video, on my Patreon channel, which is in the video descriptions, all my video descriptions. So just pop up any video and look at the Patreon. Take care of yourselves, folks.